Hi there, Eric Harnan with another case study for you. This one is for Newsom Construction in Montreal, and the title is 5 Weeks to Page 1 for 12 Terms. So let's jump right into it. It's a pretty cool case study and one that I've been looking forward to showing you. Hi there, thanks for watching this video. Eric Harnan here with another case study for you. I've been looking forward to doing this one for a long time because I've had a hard time getting this particular client to rank. And I know what I was doing wrong now, and it was about a month ago that I changed the approach that we're taking. And I just want to show you some updated results. So I use a service called serpbook.com to track all the rankings, and it's nice because you can actually target the zip code or the postal code of the website. So it's going to show you the exact same results that the client will be seeing and their prospects will see. So that's important. So this was the first report that I sent them. This is kind of our starting point. So if we go here, this is a PDF, so I'm not able to move it around too much. Hopefully you're able to see it. The website is newsom.ca. Here are the search terms that we went after. Okay, the most important ones for this particular case study are restoration. Westmount is a suburb in Montreal that's very wealthy, and that is kind of their optimum prospects. Contractor Montreal is an important term. Interior designer is another big one, and renovation is probably the most important term. Okay, so these are starting kind of rankings in Google. This is Google, Bing, Yahoo. Bing and Yahoo, of course, don't matter too much. And I just want to show you the dates. So this was July 4th when I set this up, but the last ranking date was July 5th. Okay, so that was our starting point. So that's just giving you where we started, and today, just let me flip over to the web here. Let's go to date and time. I'll refresh this page. And you can see the current time here is 12:20 p.m. August 12th. Okay, so we said July 5th. So just over a month. So if we go to Google, and I'm actually going to do this on google.ca. It sucks being in Canada doing SEO because we have to deal with google.ca, which is Google Canada, and google.com. And the default browsers are google.ca, but about half of the people use .com, and I'm going to use .ca in this case study because it's most important to our client, but they actually rank better on google.com. So let's get into it. Let's start with interior designer Montreal. And here's our good buddies Newsom.ca, number 2. So that was just over a month. If you remember, they didn't rank at all. This is actually a new page that I set up for them. But I want to point out a couple things here too. If I scroll down the page, do you notice how Paul's pretty picture is the only one that appears on the page? I guarantee they're actually going to get more clicks on this listing than house.com, which is a massive authority site for interior designers, just because he has that picture there. People click on pictures. Okay, so that's another important thing. I also want to show you, I'm only going to do this once. So that was interior designer Montreal, and if I do Montreal interior designer, you can see they're at the same spot. So it really doesn't matter too much. Generally speaking, Google will show whether the city's in front or behind the keyword, but I'm only going to show you one or the other, okay, to save time on this video. So that's our first search term. And so let's do, and their other big search term that's important to them is Montreal contractor. So we have to scroll down a little for them this time. So here they are here. Again, that's a new page. So what number is that? That's a paid listing. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. These are all Google Maps. So they're at number 4 for Contractor Montreal, or Montreal Contractor, sorry. And let's also do Montreal Contracting. And here they are at number 3. So that was Montreal Contracting. Let's do, I mentioned Westmount is an important suburb to them in Montreal. Now these are not as competitive terms, but they're more valuable, and they're not going to get as much search volume. So there they are at #1 for Westmount Contractor. And then let's also do Westmount Renovation. So there they are. This is actually an interesting listing. This is their Google Plus page, and it's an old one that seems to be tied to their website because it's pulling their Google author, Paul's picture here, but it's showing up in the A spot, but it's actually tied to their site instead of the Google Plus page. It's interesting, and I really can't explain that too well. But it's at #3, and it gets clicks. But again, this particular search term probably doesn't get a lot of search volume. And now, this is why we actually achieved these rankings about 2 weeks ago. But this one search term, which is one of their most important ones, Montreal renovation, this has been giving me a hard time. And so I had to put off doing this video because I couldn't get this one term on the first page. So here we are finally now, and that's actually their home page. There's reasons why we're not ranking as well, but here we are. I guess we're these top 3 are all paid. Here are the maps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. #5 for Montreal renovation. And that's a big search term for them. Probably the most important. And the last one I'm going to show you, just to keep this short, is Montreal restoration. So they do flood repair, fire repair, but also home complete restoration. So this is a big ticket item for them. And it's actually a really competitive search term. I'm surprised. So we have 3 maps listings this time. And here's somebody who's actually sharp, right? He's got his picture in there too. And then here's Paul. We've got him on the first page, but at #10, that's going to bump up. Again, that's a brand new page that we have to set up for this particular search term. Okay, so that's a short, quick case study for you. It took about 5 weeks, and we've got most of their major terms on there. I'm not saying it's exactly perfect because we do not rank for Montreal construction. Actually, let me show you this as well. I'm not perfect, and nothing is. So if we do Montreal construction, I'll explain why we're not ranking. Huge news topics in Montreal all the time. These are all government sites. Here they are actually in the maps, which is good. And then again, news, CTV, these are going to be really tough sites to beat out. And it's not a lot of value to rank for Montreal construction because a lot of people will be searching for jobs. The only other one that we're not ranking for yet is Montreal painter. And we actually did about 2 days ago, and for some reason that's dropped off, but I didn't want to put off shooting this video any longer. So there you go. Eric Harrinan here. Thanks for watching this video, and if you need help with your SEO, just let me know. Thanks so much.